Hey guys, Mike Healy here. Listen, I have a great tip for you on how to give a perfect presentation every time. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to probably laugh at this technique because it's so simple. You probably wish you'd have thought of it a long time ago. But I learned something a long time ago, and I think you're going to really appreciate this. And you're going to see that this, anytime you give a presentation in front of either a person, just one-on-one, or in large events, you're going to see that it's actually very simple. Now, here's the problem that you're going to have right here is I'm going to sing to you, and this is terrible. My kids actually make me stop singing because I need you to understand the simplicity behind this. Now, I'm going to sing a tune, and you're going to probably finish it for me. Here's a story about all right, and you probably finished it. Let's give you a commercial. Plop, plop. All right, you finished it. Now, one more song. A, B, C. All right. Now, here's why I'm saying this and kind of jokingly doing this is when you first heard these jingles, these lyrics to songs, the very first time you probably didn't understand how they worked. You thought, well, that was cool, catchy, blah, blah, blah. But over a period of time, through repetition, you heard them again and again and again to the point that subconsciously, the Brady Bunch show hasn't been on for probably 20 years, but every single one of us, everybody watching this right now, has instantly been able to recall that. Now, why is that? It's because it's embedded into us because of repetition. Now, when I first started networking, when I first got into business, and I knew that the guys in front of the room giving the presentation always made more money than the people typically just sitting in the crowd. So I knew that eventually, if I wanted to be very successful, I had to be one of the guys up in front of the room. Well, I was terrified to do that. But what I did is I got a VCR, if you guys remember those, back that far, VHS tape of the guy in my company who had given a very good presentation. Now, what I did then is I watched it over and over and over and over and over. I watched it so many times that to the point that I then would take I had a little video camera and I would sit it in on an ironing board in front of a room, in front of the sewing room, actually in our apartment. It was just like a spare room. And I would give a presentation verbatim, basically playing pretend, just like a song replaying in my head. And I would do it and I would say the exact same jokes, exact same things. So after a period of time, once I started getting in front run of the room, when I looked at my flip chart back then, now it's PowerPoint, but a flip chart back then, I was instantly able to recall everything because I had it so many times in my head that it was just like a song. The repetition of it allowed me to just boom, 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 rattle it off. Funny part was, and I'm done with this, basically this tip here, is I got a huge organization, got them all to this convention. They'd all watch me give presentations. Man, your presentations are awesome every time after the meeting. People got in and everything like that. And the guy that I actually copied was standing there on stage giving a presentation live. And all my team was looking at me going, oh my God, that's you. That's your joke. I literally copied everything. I could give the same, you'll know the difference between beans and bacon. I wake up at the crack at 10:30. I mean, I even used the jokes that this guy used. And I said, look, I'm not this smart, but I learned how to copy somebody successful and gave that presentation again and again and again. So if you want to be successful, want to give a great presentation, literally all you have to do is play pretend, use it as a song in your head, just play it over and over and over again. You'll recall it at the time you need it, and it'll be a piece of cake. So hopefully this tip helped you, and I'll see you at the top. Thanks.